to Fresh Take.
You're listening to Bootlegs and B Sides Christmas Edition.
What it is, what it do. Welcome to Fresh Take. Happy holidays, everyone. Welcome to Bootlegs and B Sides Christmas Edition. We got myself, Joshua, Adam, William Arbuthnot. I never get to gloat on here, so let's gloat a little bit. The voice of the Calgary Dinos, Alberta basketball, State Trojans basketball, Ambrose basketball, Hockey Alberta, Volleyball Canada, Water Skiing Canada, and the host of Fresh Take and many other things that you got out there. Then we got the one, the only, he's a man that wears many hats, the Senator.
I thought y'all were going to do your intros first, and then I was going to be the last one, so I wasn't really prepared for anything. But happy birthday to myself.
Yes, sir. December 25th is the Senator's birthday, so make sure on FTN we have a big thing. I got a big thing planned for that day, so make sure you get on. We got 2 December birthdays actually on here, by the way. And the next December birthday is the talented, sexy, dangerous, the Devoneer, Steven Seal.
I actually celebrate Snowflake Day after watching Clone High for many years.
Get your seasonings ready.
So non-denominational Snowflake Day.
And the one and only Nick G. What up, Nick?
What's going on, everybody? Happy birthday, gentlemen.
Appreciate it.
So
your team losing would be the best present for me. But
sorry, man, I got to ruin your birthday, man. That sucks.
So I come in here on a 3-game winning streak by the people's votes. Not that anyone's counting. So you can call me the people's champion, I guess.
It's the names for sure.
The names.
Fatacular.
The Fatacular.
Will you have a Fatacular Christmas album name?
Oh yes.
I love it.
Wait, we have to come up with a name for this?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, you gotta name your mixtape.
You've done plenty of it, so we should know. Like Devin and Nick and myself, we're nothing new to this. Brought into Senator. Senator, before we talk about Devin and Nick, tell the people about your music background, because you have the most musical background of any of us here.
I played band in school and then DJ'd for I still DJ now, but altogether it'd be about 15 years now. So yeah, that's kind of just what I do. But Christmas music isn't really the thing I go for. But you know what? I made an exception because I was waiting for the invite to join this podcast, and it just happened to be a Christmas time when I could do it. So here we are. I am about to bring a whole bunch of different music that people may not even know, so that's going to make it even better. So make sure to go look it up.
Wow. All right. I guess kind of a little bit of a weirder question that we do normally, because normally we talk about the year that we're in and then kind of the inspiration, the kind of music genre that you were in. We'll start with Nick. Tell me about music with you and with your family and how that is growing throughout the years.
Yeah, so Christmas, I mean, my parents love Christmas, it's the classic, holiday family time get together, everybody gets together. Music is very prevalent in the household. So Pops grew up in Montreal in the 60s. So he was very soul, funk, that kind of music. So there was a lot of Boney M in the household. There was a lot of Jackson 5 in the household. There was a lot of all these classic artists, a lot of Stevie Wonder, so there was a lot of that mixed with a lot of the traditional stuff that, everybody just kind of grows up with from that era passed on to me. So we're going to get a little piece of that in here.
I love it. Dev, same question for you.
My family loves Christmas music, but I am staunchly anti-Christmas music. Everyone plays it like basically starting from like American Thanksgiving on, right? My birthday is late December, and God damn it, I want people to actually celebrate my birthday and not some warm up to Christmas. So I have a strict no Christmas music policy in my house until after my birthday. if I'm not around, you can do whatever you want. But I will listen to Christmas music from the 22nd to probably the 26th. And then it's a strict like 355 days of no Christmas music. My list is fairly eclectic, as you'll see by a lot of my choices, and it's really interesting actually when a lot of these songs came out. I don't think there's, except with -1, I don't think any of them would come out even while I was born. So that just goes to show like how well a lot of these songs age and how well some of these artists have aged. And there's a couple novelties in there just to throw you guys some curveballs.
Nice.
Nice.
Senator, what about you? Obviously, two having a birthday in December and on Christmas.
My family doesn't celebrate Christmas. My
Okay.
family celebrates Kwanzaa.
Hell yeah.
So growing up in the household was never a Christmas music type thing. But once you start DJing, they always ask for some Christmas music, so you gotta get familiar with it. And like for me, my first album I ever bought came from the person that was in the greatest Christmas movie ever that myself, Josh, and Nick all finished watching yesterday,
God.
and that is Brandy. Brandy was the first CD I ever bought, so I've always been an R&B fan. And when they could mix in a little bit of Christmas music and I can use it to DJ, hell yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
I love it. My relation with it is I'm a big Christmas is, I mean, Super Bowl is the best holiday ever. I think we can all, three of us at least, acknowledge that more than likely. But this is definitely one of my more, my favorite holidays. It's harder for me this time of the year now because having family on different coasts is a lot harder now. Having family that lives in the UK makes it harder this time of the year. So when you get to have that family together now, it makes it a lot more special. So when you have those songs and everything like that, you get a lot more cheery. I have enjoyed this Christmas a lot more just because of the bonding we've had with some of these shitty Christmas movies that we've been talking about lately. And I'm always
You said
that's
shitty.
Man, that's
in
an
a loving
annual
way.
classic.
In a loving
That
way.
is an annual classic.
Yeah.
In a loving way. I mean, I love me. I'm more disappointed that we didn't get the Christmas swap. Like Vanessa Hudgens is. I know you're getting married this year, but like, come on. Like, where is the princess swap, man? We needed another one. But yeah, I've always had like there's a few Christmas songs that are just my jams. That even if I hear them in June, I'm like, all right, yeah, I know it's June, but I'm gonna stop and I gotta play this because it's one of my favorite songs of all time. So, and some of those are definitely gonna make it on here. So, and yeah, I was gonna say something that would spoil one of my songs, but I'll save that because some of the best movies of all time are Christmas movies as well.
I'll say one thing about the music of this holiday, and we can talk a lot about commercialization and the true meaning of Christmas and all that, but this has to be one of the only times a year where you can pick the most popular playlist off Spotify or give someone the opportunity to make their own playlist, and you rarely get any pushback from basically anybody in the group or the crowd or at your party as to disliking a certain Christmas song. Now, you may have different feelings about the spirit and the holiday, but a Christmas playlist tends to flow pretty well no matter how little or how much effort you put into it.
I give it that and Halloween. A Halloween
Definitely.
playlist. Yeah.
All right. So the rules of this one, we always have rules. So we have, and some of these I know we're going to be contentious on, but, and I thought Devin labeled it perfectly in the group chat. So we have traditional cover, traditional jingle, Canadian, a rap song, a rock song, an R&B song, and then you got 4 wild cards. And as always, too, I mean, I guess too, like, do we want to, are you picking 2 sides, right? We're picking each side?
Hell yeah. Yeah, it's a mixtape. It's a cassette.
Okay.
Then we got to put a name on the cassette. Then we got to give it to our grade 8 crush and see what happens.
I love it. All right. So we're going to start off in this. We do like to go with snake order. It's not a draft. And some people ask, why isn't it a draft? Well, because it's just fun to do. But I will say when we go to Comic Expo, that will be a draft. So when we go to Comic Expo this year, then it will be a draft. But as far as the next, when we do one of these every month, so we got about still 4 months of these before we have our one at Comic Expo in April. So when we get to that, then we'll do a draft. But because we got our 2 December birthday boys, we'll let them both, one of them gets to go first. So who wants the first pick for the December birthday boys?
Let the newcomer go.
Okay. So we're going to go Senator, Devin, Nick, and then me.
Okay, let me pull up my list right here. This was perfectly done while waiting for CPS. Here we go. So I think I will go with traditional cover first, and I'm hoping I get this correct when I say it. So tell me if I'm wrong,
I'm the
or I will
judge,
change
man.
it.
I'm a Russian judge on this. So
I'm gonna go with Frank Sinatra. Have yourself a Merry Christmas.
approved.
Good banger.
Speak on it.
It's just a classic song. Like you
Yes,
can't
it
really
is.
go wrong with it. Like it's one of those ones that for me, like you always hear it gets played or it's always covered. Like you can't really go too wrong. So you just gotta go with the original for me for that one.
Nice call. I like it. All right.
Okay.
Dev, where you going?
My A side of my mixtape is when the kids are still awake and they're running around and they all drank too much mug root beer. I'm looking at you, Fuller, from Home Alone. To start off my mixtape, I'm gonna go Canadian. Michael Bublé himself. Have yourself a merry little Christmas.
Nice. I like it. Well done. It's a solid track. I feel like Bublé is going to be taking a lot of the Canadian content.
We got some head shaking. You can't see it on audio, but there's some head shaking.
Okay. Anything behind that one at all, Dev?
Kind of what Sun was saying. This is a song that you hear once or twice, and it's such an his rendition of it is such an earworm that you kind of sing it in his style a lot, even just like when you're making French toast in the morning or making lunch in the whatever. Like you just kind of sing it his way, and that's why it stands out to me.
Nice. All right. Make sure you're writing these down, and of course, after we'll be sharing them on both the FTN social, my social, and you'll be able to vote on who you think is the winner.
I'm not here to win. I'm just here to give you guys my picks.
All right.
Just so you know.
And Nick, you're up.
All right. So for my first track, side one, I'm gonna put this in the R&B category. If not, I can change it depending on the ruling. But it's like the biggest Christmas song of all time, right? All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Number one, track one.
It's number one. Every single one you go for greatest. I mean, there's the meme of it alone, right? Mariah's made. I mean,
she makes $1 million a year off
money.
it.
Yeah,
at least $1 million a year still off just this song.
Like when she passes away, that'll be the song that everyone talks about for her. There's a million great Mariah songs, but that's the one that you're gonna go with. So it may be on my list a little bit later, but well done.
It is not on my list.
Oof.
All right.
Surprisingly for you guys, so you guys know, this is the first year in a very long time that Mariah Carey is not number one on the Billboard for All I Want for Christmas Is You.
Interesting.
That's wild. What's number one right now? Who's taking over?
Rocking Around the Christmas Tree by Brenda Lee has been
out
number
of
one.
here.
Really?
Wow.
Has been number one since the Christmas season started. Mariah Carey has
Home
not
Alone
hit
hitting
number one
hard
this year.
That's the Home Alone song.
Yeah,
for me at least. All right. I'm going to start us off. I'm going to go with a wild card to start off. I'm just going to start off with my favorite Christmas song of all time. It's a legendary Christmas song. We're going with Donny Hathaway, This Christmas, to start us off.
Nice.
As soon as you hear that, you got the joy going through you. You're feeling it. You're feeling good. So you get the jingles going. You're good to go. And I want people to listen to this list and be right away feeling that Christmas spirit, right? And then since we go back to back, we're going to slow it down a little bit. And we're going to go R&B. and we're gonna go to one of the definitions of legends in R&B. We're gonna go with the Temptations in Silent Night. So we got to get a little bit in there for the church, a little bit. Let's put a little bit of gospel in this, and put in the Temptations in Silent Night.
Yeah, that's a nice pick. Very nice.
So that's my two to start off with: Temptations and Donny Hathaway.
I want you to go back and just give me a quick explanation of what the jingles are.
You said it best, like what you would do in school.
I need
No,
a
no,
ruling on the
no, no,
jingles.
no, 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 not the definition of the jingle, the song, but you had mentioned that you made people feel like the jingles, and I just wanted to know what that was.
Well, like you have to feel like the Christmas spirits within you.
Yeah, I know. I was just giving you a hard time.
Yeah. So yeah, we start off with Donny Hathaway, Temptations. You got a nice little 60s, 70s R&B coming into you to start it off. Back to you, Nick.
Nice. To follow up my Mariah Carey, I'm going to go with Ariana Grande, Santa
Ooh,
Tell Me.
Let's
Bit
go.
of a new
Okay.
classic. Yeah, back to back, see what's going on. That track rules, man. It's a good track. It's she did it right. She did a Christmas song right. I'll give her that.
She did.
Well done. All right, that means it is Devon.
Thank you. I gotta go with old Blue Eyes himself, Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Chestnuts roasting on open fire.
Yeah, we're putting that in.
That's right after Michael Bublé. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Like we're going straight.
So putting that in traditional.
That's the traditional cover. Canadian was Bublé. We're going strictly songs that kids learned at school probably, or at choir practice, whatever, and they're gonna be singing. Then it's right off to bed because the Grinch is coming. Not now, but maybe later.
Maybe later. Like it.
Good tease. So Devin kind of inspired me because I know you're supposed to like name the whole mixtape, but so my A side, I'm just gonna let you guys know. My A side, I based it kind of off of Tyrese's Black Tie album, where it was a double disc album. The A side was the slower side, the B side is a little bit up tempo side. So for my next song, it's going to be my R&B Christmas song, and that is going to be Chris Brown's version of This Christmas.
Okay, it's not a bad one.
That's
it's probably
great.
maybe the second best one other than Donny Hathaway's. The closest that you get to Donny Hathaway. Like no one really gets close to Donny, but Chris Brown got the closest.
His is very good.
Yeah.
His is really good, so I have to put that in there. And then for my rock Christmas song, because Nick said he wanted to know what my rock Christmas song
I'm
was going
excited
to
for
be.
this one.
So this one here might seem a thing because it's kind of like, I don't know how you want to classify it, what type of rock you want to put it in there as, but I'm going with Queen and Thank God It's Christmas.
Nice.
Oh,
I had that on my list. It's a good one.
nice.
Really good.
So like I said, I already told you, my A side's a little bit slower than my B side. So
yeah, it's kind of like mine too.
Yeah.
I like the picks there, Senator. Said he's not coming to win, but he's picking some bangers to start us off here.
Not really coming to win. Wait until I get to the B side. You guys are gonna understand.
I think that's the case for a lot of us. Dev,
you're going through your library and just picking the most requested songs you've heard the last like month and a half, hey?
Maybe. Nah. Can't give you my strategy.
Okay, mine. I'm using a wild card already. And I ride or die for this song, and some you guys might push back, some of you older gentlemen. Alvin and the Chipmunks, Christmas Don't Be Late.
what's it on? What's it under?
Oh, it's my wild card.
Okay, sure, works for me.
It's one of my like I don't know, it's not really a tradition. It's not really a jingle, and it's not really a
I mean, I would have put
right?
it traditional. I would have let it be traditional.
Yeah, it came out in like 57 or something like that, 69 or something. But no, nice. I think I'm comfortable using it as a wild card because I got a great traditional jingle. But that's a later thing. So Alvin and the Chipmunks, do you want a hula hoop?
Yeah, this is a good one. This is a very good one. I like it.
It might be the
An
first
A
time that I
plus.
ever used. It actually might be the first time I ever used a record as a child. I was at
Yeah.
a family friend's house and
I
they had
think,
pulled
yeah,
out the
you know
old,
what? I think I
like,
used that as a kid too.
Mhm.
yeah. So that's why it stands out for me in like a nostalgic way.
Actually, kind of. I went.
Pretty
through-
sure I still might have that record.
I think so too. I might have to go through the records.
Yeah,
Like,
I
Well,
would have
and
to
we
it's
normally
like
pull
that
them
one.
out around Christmas, anyways.
Yeah.
There's kind of like a skit in the intro too.
Yeah.
Mm.
Ready, Dave? Okay.
we
I've
could
heard
do
that.
it.
Yeah. Alvin. All right. Nick.
All right, so this one's gonna be man, I don't even know what this one's gonna be on a Canadian. I'm going in a different direction with this one. So this one is gonna go out to my friend Valerie in Quebec, in Montreal. This is
Nice.
one of her Christmas songs. It's called Je vous maman. It's I Saw You by the legend
Okay.
Jeanette Renault.
Nice.
Quebecois legend, Canadian music legend in the 70s and 80s. This song is great, and this is her favorite Christmas song. So shout out to Valerie in Montreal.
Very nice. I like that pick. And I've never heard that song, so I'm excited to hear it on your
Check it
playlist
out.
now.
I've actually heard that song. It's actually a pretty good song. I'm not gonna
It's
lie.
good. It's really good.
This is
Yeah.
nice. Man, you guys are bringing the heat. All right. Next up, I'm going to go to my traditional cover. And so, like I said, I picked a little bit of assistance on this because family is about Christmas and your loved ones. So I went to some loved ones and I got them to assist on this. Kind of how Nick had some shout outs to his people. I got some family members to pick some of their favorite Christmas songs. Coming this. So this is a kind of a collaboration. So first, we're going to go to my pop's favorite Christmas song of all time. And I would have picked this maybe as my traditional cover anyways. But this is his favorite Christmas song, Nat King Cole Christmas Song.
Nice.
Nice.
Very good.
Yeah, I think again when you when you start thinking about Christmas, this is one of the songs too that comes up, and Nat has that perfect voice to hit you at the right in the heartstrings.
He has the fireplace voice.
Yeah, man, it's
Fireplace
good.
voice.
You know, like I can see that, and
Perfect.
you can for some you might just want to be by a fireplace with like a hot cocoa or something like that, maybe with a whiskey. But like that's like the ultimate. Even like it's like kind of after like you open all the presents and it's like everything's done and you're just kind of sitting chilling with the fam. It's one of the perfect songs to have. Next out, we got the Canadian. This one goes to Shorty J. Those who know, does the intro for the podcast. We're going Canadian, and we're going White Christmas by Bublé and Shania Twain.
Okay.
So like two Canadian
Classic
legends
Bublé.
right there. I mean, Bublé, if you just wanted to go Canadian content, you're just like Christmas album, boom, which was #1 album for how long in Canada? That Christmas album?
The fact.
Everyone's
going-
mom got it for Christmas
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
All right. So there's I got down with one more track right now. This is a little bit more of the slower side on my side as well. All right. Back to Nick.
All right, to follow up my my Quebecois pick, I'm going with a traditional song, but it's not your traditional song. I'm going with Feliz Navidad by Jose Feliciano. Classic.
I love it.
Wow.
I debated it. I
Christmas
debated it.
That was my 11th song, or I guess it was my 10th song, and then I bumped that for one that I did some research on. So that was this close to making mine.
The classic. It's
Great
just,
party song.
It's just stuck in there, you know. It's like one of those songs that's on. It's everywhere.
Yeah. That's you can't go wrong with that pick.
No.
Okay, I'm gonna call this traditional jingle, I suppose. I'm going all the way back to Peanuts. Vince Guaraldi, Christmas Time is Here. I absolutely love. So first of all, Peanuts basically have a staple movie for every potential holiday you can imagine. I mean, The Great Pumpkin and Christmas are two of the classics. But there's something about the little kids singing in this song that just gets me every time. I have no idea really what they're saying, but god damn it, I try to sing it every year.
Nice. Nice.
This is good. This is good back to back with the Peanuts and the Chipmunks. That's good. I liked it.
This is the family friendly side of my Christmas party, especially after you hear the name of my mixtape.
Perfect.
Man, what's the not family friendly side? That's what I'm excited for.
I'm here trying to think of what I'm naming my mixtape. All right, so my turn. So I have to, because I gotta use this as my wild card. There's a reason, you'll hear about it. But as my wild card, I am putting Nick has it written on his shirt. And like I said, it's a slower one, so the slower side. So I have to go with the classic Boys to Men, Let It Snow.
Oh, hell yeah.
And then, because this is the ending of side A, to go into side B, and when you hear the ridiculous thing that I start side B off with, you guys will understand. So side A is ending with the traditional jingle, which is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Okay.
So really quick question, Sam, the Boys to Men version. How many kids were born in September?
I'm pretty sure a lot of them. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure a lot of them. It was, yeah. Like Christmas was a very good time for some people.
That's that fireplace again. We're coming back to the fireplace full circle.
Bearskin rug, fireplace. Like that's a Christmas present for some people. It's just that song.
There's nothing like hearing the smooth singing of Boyz II Men, the deep voice of the talker on Boyz II Men, and it goes right into Nat King Cole. Like you are like, that's just the way how it goes.
I'm loving this.
Okay, I'm gonna end the kids' party, not with Boyz II Men, even though I feel like I could squeeze that in somewhere at the end. I mean, really, the categories don't friggin' matter. This could be a wild card. This could be a jingle. This could be a cover. It's the Jackson 5. Santa Claus is coming to town, because Little Michael is like the quintessential Christmas character in my opinion.
That's a solid pick. Super solid.
Their Christmas songs are so good. The Jackson 5 Christmas album is nuts.
Oh yeah.
That's great. You could pick any song from there, but that was a great pick.
Thank you. Now it's time to go to bed.
Time for that after party.
Amazing. All right, to finish out my side A, with a soul classic of my own, I'm going with "Someday at Christmas," Stevie Wonder. Stevie the Great put out a great Christmas album, and that "Someday at Christmas" that's that song.
It's the classic.
Damn. Y'all are killing it still.
Y'all are killing it. So we're gonna wrap up side one of me. Peanuts, Christmas Time is Here, to end it up at the end here. To kind of keep the low key still going at the end here. And this is my sister's. This is her favorite Christmas song. She worked at a Starbucks and heard this a few too many times. But she loved it beforehand. But I think the Starbucks, she even said when she was there, like, it got close to pushing her to the end. Because if you remember too, I think for a bit there, that song was like, they had that Peanuts album at all the Starbucks for a while. Like it was like a collaboration with them or whatever. All right, now let's get down to business. Let's start off side B, hip hop Christmas song. My favorite hip hop Christmas song of all time, from one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time, Next Friday, The Holiday by West Side Connection. When else can you get Dub C, a Crip, wearing blood colors in a video?
Yes.
One of the greatest rap videos of all time. You start off with West Side Connection wearing all white to start it off with Ice Cube and all the Raiders jerseys. Then you go to Dub C, everyone's wearing green. And then you go to Mac 10 and they're all wearing red. When West Side Connection was, I wanted that one time, get some classic Dub C walking in that video as well. It's like one of the perfect connections of West Side Connect gang. when they were still together. And one of my favorite hip hop groups of all time. And one of the best Christmas movies of all time. The first time I found out about Terry Crews and Cat Williams. Actually, this Friday after next. It's not next Friday. It's Friday after next.
Cat Williams is so good in that movie.
Yeah. Yeah.
He's so good in that movie.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So
Good
Paula
pick.
Dizze
Great
by
pick.
West Side Connection to start off side one.
All right, to follow up your hip hop pick, I'm gonna do mine. This is a newer hip hop song that I kind of like. I'm not gonna lie. You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch by Tyler the Creator. This
That is
song
an
is
interesting pick.
I like it, man. This is a good song. I heard it. I was like, yes, this is good. So it's hitting this playlist.
Okay.
Wow. I don't think I ever would have put Tyler the Creator and Christmas together. And here you are. I mean, Josh's music is like, breaking down barriers and building connections. You're opening my ears to a whole other soundscape.
Check it out. It's good. It's a solid track.
To keep on theme, I'll use my rap / hip hop song for the first song of side B, the adults only party. The punch just got spiked. Run DMC, Christmas and Harless.
Okay, someone had to pick it. So glad someone did.
Of course.
The just the horn intro alone, I think, is like really kind of gets me into the Christmas spirit when I hear that. So that's what's going to ramp up the excitement for this party.
Love it. Really
So
bringing the Christmas party here together.
I knew somebody was going to choose that, so that's why I didn't choose it. But to intro my side B, I'm using this as a wild card. And if you remember what I ended side A off in, you need an intro for your side B. So my intro for side B is DMX's version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Nice. I
That's
figured
it.
someone would.
This
have
might be
it.
coming up
That's
a few
it.
times.
That's
That's how you introduce side B.
And
then,
this is actually on Spotify and Apple, by the
Yeah.
way. I double checked it. It is actually on there.
yeah, it's a thing. Then I'm gonna make a little switch. I'm gonna make this my Rap Christmas, and the song that I had for Rap Christmas, I'm gonna make it my wild card. So for my Rap Christmas, I'm going with the OG track, Curtis Blow, Christmas Rapping.
Ooh, okay then.
Yes.
I thought about
yes.
it. It was between that
Yes.
and Run DMC for me.
Very good.
Great pick. And early on too, in like the history of hip hop and R&B as well, right?
Yep.
Yeah,
Like it.
love it. Okay, I'm gonna follow that up with another banger. R&B, the Ronettes, Sleigh Ride.
Okay.
You got some
Yeah.
good
Okay.
Christmas lists on here.
Yeah.
Nick's gonna be rocking to these in the gym tomorrow.
I'm pretty sure this is a Home Alone song.
Yeah, I think so. I always think about the one that rocking around the Christmas tree is the one I always go to.
Yeah, that one too. And the Ronettes really nailed it as a trio here, and the backing vocals are a lot of fun to dance to. And then a little bit of like a horn solo in the middle. Like, how could you not kind of do like a little bit of air saxophone?
Yeah, you can't go wrong with that.
There.
All right. To follow up that banger, I'll have a banger of my own. I'm going to do my jingle. And I had to change it. It was a last minute switch up. Luckily, our man Devin didn't pick the one I picked. I picked the actual Chipmunk song, the Christmas song from the Alvin, Simon, Theodore, the Chipmunks.
Great minds think alike. Holy shit.
That's it.
I love the
That's
double
it.
chipmunks is something I didn't have on my Christmas bingo card.
Y'all have been recording too much, you know?
That's it.
Like kindred spirits. Holy.
He's picking two chipmunks,
Love it. All right. Get your red noses on. We're going back to back on that most famous reindeer. I'm going with Jingle. I'm going DMX as well. Because how can you not? It's one of the all times, right? And the fact too that it is on Apple and Spotify And I only thought it was that one thing he made up. I didn't know he made an actual
Yeah.
physical, like digital song you could listen to, which is
He put it out
fantastic.
like 2 weeks after, whatever, when everybody started like sharing it a lot. It came
Yeah.
up like 2 weeks after.
And then because Devin has the vest on, you hear that, Devin? It's your cousin Marvin, Marvin Berry. Let's go Run Run Rudolph by Chuck Berry
Oh wow.
Awesome.
for my rock song.
Great pick.
So we go
That-
back to back Rudolph with DMX, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, and then Chuck Berry, Run Run Rudolph.
That one totally escaped my radar, and I'm really disappointed that I forgot it because I love that song.
All right, I got 2 more to go. We go back to Nick.
All right. So I got 3 tracks remaining, and y'all probably know what's coming. So let's start with a rock song, I guess. We could kind of put it in a rock, maybe
Okay,
a
here
wild
we
card.
go. Here we go.
I'm gonna go with "All I Want for Christmas Is You" by My Chemical Romance.
Nice. There we go.
Oh, okay.
To kick off the ending, and y'all know where this is going. So yes, we'll kick it off with that one.
You mean some Corn, Alice in Chains? If there's a
Not
Limp
that, you know
Bizkit
what?
song,
It's a little more Christmassy than that. It's there. It gets there.
if there's a Limp Bizkit song, I'm walking out of here. I feel particularly strongly about my last 3 as well. This one might be. This is actually. I don't even know how to describe it. In my rock category, U2, "Baby, Please Come Home." I love their rendition of it. I'm not a huge U2 fan, but U2 singles for some reason just always hit it out of the park for me. So like they got what 20, 25 songs that are just absolute bangers in my opinion. I'm pretty much take or leave it on the band, but I love the energy that this song brings. So that'll get me out of my seat and into some eggnog.
Perfect. I am gonna go. Which one am I gonna put right after? Because I think I ended off with Curtis Blow. I am going to go with my wild card, which is TLC Sleigh Ride.
Okay, I have not heard this. Now I would wanna.
Yeah, so I'm gonna go with TLC Sleigh Ride, and then I'm gonna go with my Canadian, and it's gonna be "Gimme Gimme Some Christmas" by Deborah Cox.
Nice.
Dang.
Like
Yes.
Like I said, I'm going a little non-traditional with some of the songs that people think, but that TLC one, that was back when I'm talking. This is around "Baby Baby Baby," that type, like old TLC. So
this is before
yeah.
like Creep and Waterfalls and everything.
This is before Crazy Sexy Cool. This
Yeah.
is yeah.
I love your commitment to like a kind of like a genre or a theme or a feeling for all these songs.
Yeah, and
That's what he does.
and my
This is
favorite
what he
thing
does.
is this is around the same time as "Ain't Too Proud to Beg," which is one of my favorite songs of all time. So
Nice. Yeah.
So those are my picks, and I have
That's
one
your
last
10?
one, which is going to be completely different for y'all.
Okay, I can't believe no one's brought this up yet, and I feel honored to be the one to rip the Band-Aid off. This might be, and I'm actually not exaggerating at all, the best original Christmas song that any of us have mentioned. Wham! "Last Christmas."
Yeah. Nice.
Yep.
Like
I'm surprised
not.
Josh didn't get there.
Or will he?
Oh.
I know that we had a big George Michael thing like a couple years ago around the time of his passing, but
Yeah.
this song, like obviously it's a Christmas song, but to me, you could play this any time of year, and I wouldn't really blink an
See,
eye.
this is like one of those songs I'm
if-
talking about. You can play
yeah.
this in June. You're like, let's go.
Yeah, I'm not overthinking it at all. It's just, and the music video is like so timely, like very après ski. Everyone's wearing like vests and leg warmers and trying to go skiing, and it's just a lot of fun. 80s at its best it was right there.
Well
Yeah,
done,
this is
Seb.
Good.
Is that it for you, Dev? Are you done, or do you have more? So I go my two, and then you and Nick get another comeback in.
All right. So I'm gonna go with a wild card. This when it comes to rock or punk or pop punk or like anything, this is like the Christmas song to me and a lot of people that I know. And Last Christmas by Jimmy Eat World. This
Okay.
song is
Nice.
very good. They do a great job of this song, and yeah, this is good. To follow up my Chemical Romance.
I love it. I love it. When I talked to Nick, I was like, I can't wait to hear your rock song. He's like, one? Nah, not one.
It's like,
Okay.
did you know Alkaline Trio made a rock song or a Christmas song? Yes.
Of course they did.
All right, so I'm gonna go my last two here, and we're gonna go to two important women in my life to finish it off around here. We'll go to my other sister from the UK, her favorite Christmas song, and it's Wham! Last Christmas.
Of course.
Yeah, that's her jam.
Nice.
I mean, it's an ultimate Christmas song. And then to finish it off, gotta go to the most important woman that makes Christmas happen every single time of the year. You gotta go to Mama Deb, and gotta go to Mariah. All I Want for Christmas. Got the Funko Pop
there it
even
is.
of Mariah. It's the only Funko Pop she has is the Mariah Carey Funko Pop.
Amazing.
I mean, it's like we talked about, one of the definitions of Christmas. So side one, you kind of, you kind of start off with a little bit of the hip hop there, and then you kind of wind it down with some classics at the end there as well. We'll come back to the name, but let's get to the final picks of Dev and Nick.
All right. So for the final pick, there's a band called they're called Ice Nine Kills. So what they do is they take horror movies and they make songs out of them. So all their songs are based on horror movies. So they did a song about the movie Silent Night, Deadly Night, which is a Christmas movie, and the song is called Merry Xmas.
I feel like you're the only person that could get that off on here. So
I think I've made that path for myself on this show, and it's to be expected at this point.
I love it.
I'm gonna have an education when we all hang up this call and I go listen to Nick's playlist.
Please enjoy it. You're gonna love it.
Okay, well, I took mine in a different direction. This is my last wild card and my last song of my adults only Christmas party this side. Very topical. R.I.P. Shane McGowan, The Pogues, Fairy Tale of New York.
all right.
Yeah, good song, great band. That was a loss that wasn't unexpected, but it was like, that it still hit.
The timing was
hard.
unexpected. The timing was definitely unexpected, and then it just made everyone go into this deep dive of what a poet he is. And this song is very, very non-traditional for a guy who's had Alvin and the Chipmunks and Jackson 5. But this is the song to wind the party down, to pair off, maybe to grab some watches out of a fishbowl. Who knows?
Nice. And definitely have another one.
Yeah.
Another round.
And then turn on some Boys to Men in the after party.
Solid.
All right. So we're all done. Senator, read us your A side, your B side, and give us the name.
I still got one more song.
Yeah, he's got one more.
You got one more song. Okay, then do that after.
All right. So my final song is for a lot of people that don't know this type of music. I am putting people on this type of music, but this is an old school version of it. It's going to be a soca song. Shout out to my Trinis. And it's going to be Byron Lee and the Dragonair Christmas Soca Party.
Nice.
Amazing. I can't wait to dig into this one. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it is probably the one where, how Devin at this point is telling people, all right, go into the watch bowl, see who, all that stuff. This one here is the one where you put it on and then you're like, all right, there's still 4 more hours of party to go. There's no because West Indians know that they don't stop partying till the sun comes up. So there we
love
go.
it.
That's how
You
that's
just
how
you
it
just
ends up.
you just kind of dunked on me, and I'm totally here for it.
I did it in a respectful manner though. Okay.
We could blend our parties and have such a great time.
See, there you go.
All right, Senator, recap.
So side A, I'm trying to remember how I put it because I didn't have it. Okay, side A, have yourself a very Merry Christmas, Frank Sinatra. Then there was This Christmas, Chris Brown. Then there was Queen, Thank God It's Christmas. Then there was Boys to Men, Let It Snow. And then we ended off with the traditional version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. So that the side B, I could kick it off with the DMX version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Love how we both were thinking of the different Rudolphs too, by the way.
Yeah, you had to. And then you follow that up with Curtis Blow, Christmas Rapping. Then you follow that up with, I think I did Deborah
Cox.
TLC first. TLC Sleigh Ride. Then I did for my Canadian, because I'm still such a big fan of hers. Give me some Christmas, Deborah Cox. Then we took it to the West Indies. We ended it off with some Trini vibes, and we had Byron Lee and the Dragonair Christmas Soca Party.
Nice.
So good.
And I'm gonna call my playlist Fireplace Vocals.
Parentheses, born in September.
There you go. See, appreciate that. See, I appreciate the assist.
Well, hey, we're mixing parties.
Yeah.
We might as well. Okay. Side A, the kids' party. Michael Bublé, Have Yourself a Merry Little Christmas. Old Blue Eyes, Chestnuts Roasting on Open Fire. Alvin the Chipmunks, Christmas Don't Be Late. Vince Guaraldi, Christmas Time Is Here. Jackson 5, Santa Claus Has Come to Town. Side B, Run DMC, Christmas in Hollis. The Ronettes, Sleigh Ride. U2, Christmas Baby, Please Come Home. Wham, Last Christmas. And then finally the Pogues, Fairy Tale of New York. And the title of my playlist is This Stocking is Hung with Care.
Perfect.
Yes. Over that fireplace. Amazing. All right. So we got All I Want for Christmas Is You, Mariah Carey. Santa Tell Me, Ariana Grande. Je Vous Maman, Jeanette Renault. Feliz Navidad, Jose Feliciano. And Someday at Christmas, Stevie Wonder. That's side one. Side B is You're a Mean One, Mr. Grinch, Tyler the Creator. The Chipmunk Christmas song, Alvin, Simon, and Theodore the Chipmunks. All I Want for Christmas Is You, My Chemical Romance. Last Christmas, Jimmy Eat World. And Merry Xmas, Ice Nine Kills. And this is called Best Christmas Album Ever.
Damn, like it.
In accordance to the movie we all watched last night.
The
I was
best
like, I've
Christmas
heard this
movie
somewhere.
ever. Are you is it with the dots after each word too?
Come
like
on now, you know what it is.
Okay.
All right. Mine is side one is Donny Hathaway This Christmas, Temptation Silent Night, Nat King Cole Christmas Song, White Christmas by Bublé and Shania Twain, Christmas Is Here by in the Peanuts movie. Second side is West Side Connection, Holla Dizzy. We have DMX Rudolph. We have Run Run Rudolph by Chuck Berry, Wham! Last Christmas, and Mariah Carey All I Want for Christmas. And now, what everybody is here for.
Yes.
Christmas-tacular. Jingle these bells, you filthy animals.
Wow.
Let's go.
Okay then.
I feel like a lot more thought went into yours than everybody else's, but that's
And
okay.
I literally thought about that in the last 5 seconds. I had the start of the title, but the under one, not sure, but made it work. Feel good though.
Holy,
We got some good ones here, fellas.
you know what the ultimate move would just to have all four of these on one big playlist.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
because I mean in reality they're all gonna mesh well. It's all gonna
Yeah.
go together because this is the time to
What we're gonna do is I like that idea, Dev. We will go to the vote. We'll go to the vote, and then afterwards we will put it together for one big track that everyone can take home and listen to the holidays with everybody.
Ultimate bootleg playlist.
Yeah.
the ultimate bootleg. I like that.
Yeah,
There it
the
is.
ultimate bootleg. So, any final thoughts, Senator? First time, first playlist, you killed it. How do you feel about your first time on bootlegs and B-sides?
Well, it was an honor. Also, I was also a little distracted because I can't believe the score of this game at
We'll
this current
talk about
moment.
that after the pod.
And-
I got some thoughts.
but no, I think overall, like, it's always cool. It's always cool. I think the first thing that me and Devin ever did was at Fan Expo.
Mhm.
So it was cool to be recording with him now. Nick, we record every week, so it's just like now it's just normal, but it's always good to see people in their best element, which is talking about music, because music is so important to everybody. So yeah, I appreciate you guys having me on this one.
Nick and Dev?
We're
Okay.
a package deal apparently.
Silence
Apparently.
is bliss. I like it.
This was like the quickest pod. We all knew what was going on. This was fast. We added someone. So it's like there's four of us. We did this thing in quick time. Like
We
we
knew
were
what we wanted.
on ready for this Christmas. We knew what was coming, and it was good. There wasn't too many double ups either. I was really surprised at that. That was like the biggest one for me. Is like there was not that many double ups. There's like three.
Three. DMX, Rudolph, Wham, Mariah.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Like,
then
that's
me and
really
Senator
good. Like-
had the different this Christmases. I had Donnie, he had CB.
Right. Yeah, no, it was a good mix. It was good, and sometimes, a lot of the stuff does get repeated. Like, the last pod, we all picked the same Canadian song. It happens. It is what it is.
Come
But
on, it was
it wasn't right. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But just that to be said is, there wasn't a lot of doubles, and I like that. We get a little bit more, a little more difference in all of our playlists. It was good.
Absolutely. Dev?
You don't find many occasions for literally any genre of music to make a thematic song, and Christmas is one of them. Like I'm sure there's a Punjab version. I'm sure there's an Arabic version. I'm sure like it's universal, even though not everyone celebrates it. But the feeling of like warmth and happiness and family is universal. And I would love to listen to all, like if I was at your guys' house and you guys put on your playlist, I would listen to every single song with glee. And in reality, like this is kind of the time of the year where all those huge songs like are the best in a lot of cases, right? Like we always try to find different hidden gems in a lot of these different years that we're talking about. We're trying to impress each other. But there's really nothing wrong with having Mariah Carey on your playlist, because in reality, that is like, it's like the Tom Brady of Christmas music. So I appreciate everyone's unique perspective. And I'm excited to listen to these after December 21st.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah, absolute pleasure. Everyone have a very happy holiday season. And until next time, folks, does anyone have an idea for the next year before we go here?
Sen gets to pick.
for
What,
what?
a year for a senator?
Does it have to just be a specific year?
Yes.
I will go 07.
7. Okay.
Okay.
Haven't done 07.
Okay.
Haven't done 07.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh,
So next
07.
time, sometime in
Okay.
January 2007. Until then, everyone, cheers and enjoy the Beats Beat.
Thank you for listening to the Fresh Take Network. Follow us on social media platforms at Fresh Take 42.